Everybody, thanks for coming out and hanging out with us and watching. I want to thank Sam for being here, Trexus for being here.
Of course.
Raven over yonder.
Yep.
Thanks so much. Go and follow Nerdez. Go follow Lauren, Shark, Bree is up there, Corporal and Jam and Amon. They're all off tonight, but you can catch Raven One on his Twitch channel.
Yeah.
At Raven One Lee. Do you know when your next stream is going to be?
The next scheduled one is going to be Friday evening, but it's Monday. I'll probably squeeze one in between now and then.
Okay. And it'll be Realm, do you know?
The intention is actually Elite Dangerous.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see. It's changed a lot, and I still need to get used to the changes before I can like stream it. Because right now I spend the entire time like staring at the screen. God, you Google how do I do this? Okay, go back.
Right.
All right, yeah.
All right, well, go check that out, and we will see you guys next time.
That's the stream. Bye, everyone.
My name is Steve-O.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Raven One.
Bonjour. Me llamo Sam.
And we'll see you guys next time. The last thing that we do before we call it a night is we go to the can. So this is our Gutter Nerds fan can.
Go to the can?
Yeah.
It sounds like we're going to take a dump on camera.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Go to the can.
This do that on purpose?
It's like an Ask Me Anything can where people just ask us random questions. So I'm going to have Sam read this out, and then we will go from there. What's the question, my friend?
What's the highest Roman numeral you can count to?
Oh my god. How many Super Bowls have there been?
LVI 56.
So L is 50?
Yeah.
What's M? M is 100, right?
C is 100.
C.
M is 1,000.
Wait, you can like count to, or you just know?
Well, I mean, if you know the denominations, then you can count.
Is this
to,
a Master Charles question?
I fucking don't know. That's a good.
Like,
I don't know.
Like Master Charles's handwriting?
Well, I write them down from the
Twitter and
submissions,
stuff.
so they're all going to be in my
Does
handwriting.
it look like Master Charles's phrasing and syntax?
He just has hard questions.
Maybe he has hard questions. Yeah. Hey, Cretaceous Beard. Hey, Shark. How's it going?
I don't know which side to look on.
What's the highest Roman numeral that you guys can count to? Like
so I, V, VI, VII.
Do you know why you can do that? Because of my Roman game.
No, because I went to school.
IX. I think it's because of Final Fantasy.
Did you? Yeah, I was about to say, you spent way more time in skipping school to play video games than you did going to school.
You know, that's true. I can only count up to 15 in Roman numerals.
Were you just flexing your eyebrows?
I can do it today. So that's a little unusual.
We need to get you a cigar.
Wait, frown?
Yeah.
Frown? I'm trying to do it again. Let's take. I'll take this to here so you guys see it. Look. That's good.
That's great. I finally feel like I know what you're feeling.
How do you? Well, what? So what is 99 in Roman numerals then?
I believe it's
to be IC, right? IC?
Yeah. Right.
Oh man, I would love an icy right now.
Or if
guys, I'm gonna go get an icy.
Wait. Oh. What flavor of IC are you gonna get?
Cherry.
Why?
Or Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Coke.
Coke? Does anyone blue icy?
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought
cheers.
ices were only blue.
Cretaceous Beard, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's like.
Ooh, white
icy.
cherry icy. That's a good one.
White cherry's the
white
shit.
cherry.
And
Yeah,
that
there we
is good. And you don't get the color. Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna all go for white cherry ices.
Cool.
But let's get into topic. Today it's April Fool's Day, so we're talking about games that make you feel foolish and sort of the things that go along with that. So let me ask you guys. I'm just gonna start right off with the question, and you guys in chat. What game or genre makes you feel foolish? Is there a game or a style of game that just like is especially difficult for you, maybe doesn't make sense, or that you grapple with personally? Blue Raspberry says Nerdez. Yeah. Oh, cherry Coke. Did someone? That's.
What? So you get like the cherry and the Coke and you mix them
it, yeah.
together?
Oh, that's pretty solid.
I used to do that.
Yeah, but
It's pretty great.
white cherry is hands down.
Wait, but icy or Slurpee?
Well,
Icy.
white cherry is an icy flavor. I don't think
Yeah.
white cherry comes in Slurpee.
Right.
Slurpee cherry is red.
Right. Okay.
But icy and Slurpee both come in Coke.
But icy is better than Slurpee, right? Like if given the option.
No.
Really?
Ooh, actually, icy tends to be a bit fluffier,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah.
But I grew up like walking to 7-Eleven every other day.
So Slurpee was your jam.
Slurpee was my jam. Whatever.
Okay.
I don't think I would say it that way.
Well, so the game thing.
Hey, where's your mustache, woman?
It itched.
No, it
Really?
didn't.
It was.
Welcome to being a man.
Wow.
Well, at least do it the other way so it makes some sense.
Give yourself some devil horns. Yeah, there we go. That's not better.
right, yeah.
So yeah. So
God, you're so attractive.
for me,
Oh God!
Wildlands makes you feel foolish. Nerdess,
No!
tell me why.
She's so good at it.
Why? There was the last time we played. She blew up all those like. There was a part where we were trying to infiltrate and blow up
towers
these.
or-
It wasn't the towers, but it was like these like gas tanks. And I'm
oh.
like, why are all these gas tanks exploding? And then she's like, hee hee hee. I'm like, oh, she's destroying all the gas tanks. So yeah, I don't.
I love her goblin laugh.
Yeah, that's the best part of my stream. A Pepsi Man for me. Interesting. Monster Hunter, Cretaceous Beard. It's so complex. So yeah, the first Monster Hunter definitely made me feel a fool.
Well, that's just because you're a fool.
Well, no, that game was really fucking hard though, and it didn't tell you how to do shit.
Yeah, but I love that. I miss that about games. I mean, like Legend of Zelda, the original,
Yeah.
didn't tell you how to do shit. I mean,
No.
and the people who did talk to you spoke in riddles.
Yeah.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Right. That's
It's a secret to everybody. Like, no one said
That's
anything
not a
helpful.
riddle. That's a sentence.
Yeah. but like, what I mean is, the people who
It's dangerous
did,
to go alone and take this. Wonder what he means.
I just mean that nobody said anything helpful.
Right. So actually, I was playing Link to the Past this last week, and I finished up the Super NES Link to the Past. I've beat it before, but there was a time after one of the dungeons where it was like, someone says, go find the rocks at the mouth of the river. And I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I've done that. And so I just went off. And then I got lost, and I couldn't figure out where to go. I finally had to look it up, and it was like, go to the rocks at the mouth of the river. And I was like, oh, I fucking thought I had already done it, so I just written it off. So yeah, even sometimes when they directly tell you to do something, I can still get confused in Zelda games, for sure.
Why would you not do the thing the game told you precisely to do?
Because I thought I had done it. I thought it was like an optional thing that I had already done. But in the Link to the Past, there's a light world and a dark world. And so I had gone to the mouth of the river in the light world, but I hadn't done it in the dark world.
Oh, that's a classic thing in games with with like mirror worlds, like things that are in one world are not necessarily in another world. Damn it, Steven.
I'm sorry. Pool Paris says most FPS shooters make him feel foolish because I don't. I try and run into everything and die all the time.
Nah, man, that's just because there are people who play those games and do literally nothing.
No,
else.
you are not a goblin nerdess, but you have a
Yeah.
mischievous laugh.
There is a particular laugh that you possess that is goblin-esque. Not
And-
your normal laugh, just this one laugh.
Yeah.
It's when there's a question asked.
Hey,
like,
Ani.
who just did that? And then there's a little bit of a silence, and then it's just like it's the timing of it too.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can see the original Legend of Zelda. You liked that where
Well,
it's all at your own pace.
It's games in general, like back at that time, were just more difficult. They didn't spoon feed anybody, but that's something that
We're seeing a little bit of a resurgence of that with like
Yeah.
Dark Souls,
Dark Souls,
and
yeah,
Sekiro.
yeah.
and-
I mean, this is a horse that we've beaten to death
Sure.
on multiple occasions, but yeah.
You want, frustratingly so, a game not spoon-fed to you, Elite Dangerous. I have almost 1,000 hours in that game.
I feel
missed-
foolish in Elite
I
Dangerous.
missed one patch update where I didn't play for a couple months. One patch update. I can't play that game right now.
See,
I cannot
that's-
figure anything out in it.
That's a bit much. If you have to Google how to play your game, that's a bit much. I just don't want someone to tell me precisely what to do at every step of the journey.
Right.
I want to be able to figure it out myself. I want to be able to use my brain.
Is there a game that you, Sam, have played, or a genre that you've played that is especially difficult for you to figure out?
The only games that I would say that I have ever felt foolish with were the Castlevania series. I
totally agree with
the
you.
Castlevania series.
Yeah.
I have never played the originals, but I played many of the newer ones, and I played a lot of the ones on like Game Boy Advance and stuff like that. And I can't remember which one. It's the one where the main character has white hair and he wears a white coat. And I've never finished
Symphony of the Night?
No, not Alucard.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Symphony of the Night is one of the greatest games of all time, by the way. If you haven't played that, I think you can still buy it on Xbox Live and play it. And it is fucking fantastic.
But that is, to me, so that's mine. Mine is like the Metroidvania games. Usually the more the Metroid than actually probably both pretty equally. Because in the Metroid and the Castlevania games, there's a lot of like that explore on your own and learn the secrets of the castle. And I'm not very good at remembering where I've been and keeping a mental map of that kind of thing. Even when I have a map of rooms that I've cleared and not cleared, sometimes it still doesn't help me enough.
Yeah.
And so Dark Souls does this, and Metroid does this, and Castlevania does this, where there are progression routes in the game that are like secret doors. You have to find the secret way forward. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So like the path that you're on will stop, and now you have to look around for an invisible wall or something, and or do something in an area. In Super Metroid, there's a part where you have to drop a super bomb in a glass tube to break the tube so that you can go through the water, but it doesn't ever tell you to do that. You don't have to do it at any other point in the game. There is no super bomb indication, as there are, like you'll hit a block and it'll turn into a super bomb thing to let you know you have to use that to blow it up. Mm-hmm. None of that exists there. You just, I guess, have to have thought of to try it.
That's fantastic. I love that.
I hate that. I can't. I feel like an absolute asshole. Like, well, how the fuck was I supposed to know that?
Well, but the thing is, yes, there are people who aren't going to be able to figure it out, and they may have to Google it. But that feeling when you fucking figure it out by yourself, and you're like, oh!
See, I do like that.
I am the smartest man alive!
And some games do that really well. Spec Ops: The Line, which I talk about.
Put your mustache on!
Leave me alone. It itches.
Which I talk about all the time. There are plenty of moments where I thought to myself when I was playing the game, I wonder if I can, and you always can. Or almost always can. Mm-hmm. Like, what if I just, hey, cool. Yeah. I got around your thing. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Me says I feel foolish in Elite Dangerous. I believe that's what ED is for me. Poolpree is not great at fighting games. I'm with you on that. I feel foolish sometimes when I play like some of those 2D fighters like Marvel vs. Capcom because I get my ass beat.
I feel like fighting games and most first-person shooter games, competitive first-person shooter games, are not like they're like a lifestyle at this point. You either live, eat, breathe, and shit this game, or you get handed every single time.
Well, but okay, so here's my game and kind of game style, because I'm bad at all of them. League of Legends. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand how people can be better at it than other people.
Uh-huh.
Like, it is so foreign to me that, like, it's like you hit your button for your thing when you're able to.
No,
so, like, how...
But sometimes it's better to wait.
But, like, it's like, how is it not just... Like, and I am so bad at them. Now, Smite, I love playing. I'm horrible at it. Absolutely horrible. In League of Legends, I play against bots. I don't even play against real people. Sorry. I think I'm just telling you a little bit there.
I think my mustache got it.
Nice. I don't even play against real people, so it's not like I'm playing against all the tryhards that eat, breathe,
by bots.
Yeah, all the fucking time. I'm so bad at League of Legends. Yeah. I can't beat a damn bot unless my bots happen to be better than their bots.
What about you, Whitney? What's a game that you've played where you're like, I just feel like a fool? Like,
It's like, I mean, everything I play, I feel like that.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, I feel like I knew that coming into this, Sam was going to be like, I never feel like a fool, and I'm the complete opposite. I feel like a fool when I do anything. So, I mean, like, anything that's new, it takes me longer because I don't have the gamer's intuition. Like, Sam is able to, you know, like how you said, like, oh, I think I maybe should do that. I don't have that. I'm just like,
Right.
I kind of need things to be spoon-fed to me because I'm not a big gamer.
Right. If you play a lot of, especially a certain type of game, then there's some language that can, you know, that you sort of learn or understand that you can carry from game to game.
Yeah,
you know,
that jargon and stuff. But I'm trying to think of something specific, but like I truly feel stupid playing anything except for, you know, like Wildlands. I feel comfortable in that.
I was going to say there's got to be some competence level that you feel you've attained in some of the games that we play.
Yeah, I mean we've been playing Wildlands for like what, a year and a half.
It's been a while.
Destiny, I got to be fairly competent in that, but even then, like, I'll never forget when we were playing Destiny 2 and we went to the place where you turn things in, and I was like, what are these EDZ tokens? And we've been playing it for like months, and Sam was like, what the fuck do you mean, what are these? You're supposed to be doing all these things with them. And I was like, I don't know.
You've been leveling up.
I thought it was just a collection.
Me too. 151. Thank you for the subscription. Enjoy your emotes, and we also you can join our Discord now, and if you'd like, you can submit videos for our podcast topics as well. That's something we're allowing subscribers to do now.
Nice.
So hit me up if you have any questions about the perks or anything.
So I get bogged down with details like that.
Yeah,
and also like using the gun you start with for the entire game.
Okay, so any game, I find a gun that I like, and I don't typically like to branch out of that. Oh, I saw you like you were interested in what I was saying.
My fucking face makes more sense without it. It's like I'm trying to talk to you like I can't read your face. I don't understand what's happening here. God damn it. Go ahead.
But I forgot what I was saying.
You just find a gun that you're comfortable with.
Oh yeah, and I use that. I might add, you know, attachments and things, but in Earth Defense Force, it pissed Sam off. I had a rocket launcher and some sort of a gun,
like an M4 assault rifle.
And those are the two that I like.
I mean, they have like plasma rifles and Gatling guns and like sticky grenade throwers and all kinds of crazy shit in that game. But she just wants her dunk rocket launcher and her pew pew machine gun.
But it's what I like.
Well,
maybe it's not that I feel foolish.
Insane!
Maybe it's that he makes me feel foolish for the decisions. It's a game. I play it the way I want.
Some would say that no one can make you feel anything. They can.
Your emotions come from the
No one else had been married to that man.
And I guess it's a little different. It's a little different when the other person is like, "You are a fool. Why the fuck haven't you leveled up your weapons, you foolish piece of crap?"
I'm sorry, if you don't level up your weapons, you're a foolish piece of crap. Like, the moment I start a game, I go into the menu and say, how do I level up my weapons and armor?
Yes, but someone may not know to do that, unless the game
just shut up and die.
But I mean, part of that is my fault because I don't like to read things either. That also pisses him off. So that's part.
Oh my god!
I also do not like to read things.
I'm foolish because I don't take things as seriously as I should. I don't take time to look at the details. So I feel foolish because of myself. He's alive.
Like when we first started playing the Anthem demo.
Oh god.
We spent about 10 minutes trying to figure out how to start a mission because she skipped past the tutorial.
Well, you know.
I just wanted to get in there.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. I get you. The game told you how to do it.
I feel like this has become a gaming therapy session for me and Whit.
Oh, gaming marital therapy. That's a good podcast topic, actually.
Yeah.
I was gonna say business idea, but yeah.
Cal, for popping in before you go, tell me a game or a series or a genre that makes you feel foolish, like you're pooping in. One that it's hard for you to figure out, or maybe you just don't quite understand.
I would guess he's more like Sam. He's really confident in everything he does.
Ani mentioned one. One thing that comes to mind for me is when I overthink a puzzle or a mechanic, spend ages thinking the game has beat me before I realize I missed something glaringly obvious.
Yeah.
Now that's happened to all of us, right?
I did that with Portal. except like I managed to complete the room, and then when I turned around, I was like, oh, fuck, I could have just and like saved myself an hour.
Yeah, for example, I was playing Ninja Gaiden this weekend because I finished Link to the Past, so I went to the NES version of Ninja Gaiden, right? And the final boss, I don't know if you caught any of the stream, but the final boss is the statue, like one of the demon statues. And you slice its head, and then the head moves, and it exposes the core. And then there's this little tail that sits there and whips you. And so I was like jumping and trying to hit the core and then fall back. So I had to sort of jump forward and then pull back and catch it with the very tip of my sword while it's spewing all of these like shadow sperms and stuff all over the place.
Shadow
and
sperms?
So, yeah. You should play it. You'd love it. So I was like, I did over and over, and I would get down to like one tick. I just had to hit it one more time and then die. And I was like, oh, I'm so fucking close, but I spent an hour and a half on it and couldn't do it. And then I was like, okay, let's see what people do online. And he breaks the head, breaks the tail, and then just slashes the orb without having to jump over the tail and then land back behind it. And I was like, oh my, I didn't even fucking think to fucking try that. Holy shit.
You think you would have hit it accidentally at some point?
Well, the thing is that most of the other bosses, when you hit, they will either like flash, like I've hit you and done damage, or you'll see the health bar go down, right? So in this boss, you have to hit the head to make it move, but it doesn't move the health bar down or flash or anything. So I had to like, oh, it now it's exposed. It didn't occur to me to sort of, even though I had now experienced a new mechanic of striking something with no visible response to it, I should have extended that, but it was just one of those things that felt so fucking... Dark Souls, says Corporal, makes me want to kill yourself. Cuphead is also annoying. Oh, Nerdez and
I can barely watch y'all do that.
Oh, it's so fucking hard.
Cuphead?
Yeah. I feel some foolish sometimes in Dark Souls because I'm like, what do I do? You know? And Cuphead, you always know what you got to do. You just have to get good at it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to figure out, really. Just dodge and shoot.
They'd get like so far, and then like, I always felt so bad when y'all would get so close because you don't know how close you are, right? Until
yeah, until you die, and then it shows you how far you came.
That's cold.
It is because when you see the end, there's like the different stages or flags. It's like a meter with different flags on it, and you're like, oh. No! Apparently I was right there! Yeah, so that's it. Once the stream I was playing Final Fantasy X, finished a puzzle, went to check the door and got the message, the seal is no longer activated or something, and I thought, well shit, what do I do now? Walked around for 10 minutes before I realized I just had to check the door again because it didn't open the first time. Yeah, so that's something I'm notoriously bad at as well, is you check something and the game tells you one thing, and not accounting for changes in the game to go try something again, because like that sort of Legend of Zelda, I was like, well, I did that.
Well, but like in this case, because I think I know what they're talking about, it's like once you complete it and unlock and unseal the door, you go up and activate the door and it says the seal is no longer active, but nothing happens. You have to then activate the door again for it to open.
Oh yeah, that's shitty. That's a shitty mechanic where you have to do something twice, and it stops you from doing it the first time. Hey, Helena, thank you for the cheer. Yes, you did. We spent the first 30 seconds of the stream getting the old browse in order. Yeah. It's not so much hard as tedious because you don't know what's coming. Yeah, yeah. That may be splitting hairs there a little bit. But, okay, let me see what are the other questions I had for you guys. Is there a game purchase that you have made where retroactively or even immediately you've gone, well, that was a foolish decision?
I mean, I bought a PSP back in high school.
Yeah.
Dumbest decision ever, because I think I played it for probably about 10 minutes and I was like, I suck.
What made you want to get it? Like, what was the lead up to the foolish purchase?
I think it was because I thought that I would be able to do like all this other stuff on it. Like that was back in 2006 or whatever the hell that was.
You could watch movies and stuff on those.
Yeah, but then I didn't want to buy all the movies. But I had like a handful of games. But I wanted to be cool. I had a cool boyfriend and I wanted to be cool.
So you got the PSP wanting it to be like a multimedia thing, and then you just realized that you were never going to play it?
Yeah, I tried some games. I don't remember what they were anymore.
What's happening? Share with the class what?
Now that she doesn't have a cool significant other, she doesn't have to worry about being cool.
I don't.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You don't have to give a shit about anything.
That's
For
a
me-
good thing.
for
You
the
don't
rest
have
of
to
your
worry about being cool because it's not nice being disappointed.
Whatever. You're mean, and I want to call Marshmallow Mouth on you.
Okay, yeah. So Sam, a purchase he has to answer, but he has to put as many marshmallows in his mouth before he answers.
Okay, you want to take my gum now, Mom?
You're disgusting.
Remember when he said he was going to remember to get rid of that before we started?
I also pledged not to forget myself.
Steven didn't warn me. Wait, why is there a hole in this marshmallow?
It's
we
been used,
poked
don't
holes
worry
in the
about it.
marshmallow
I
so that you'll
remember
get
when
pregnant.
I did that.
A small hole.
What about you guys in chat?
Tiny little hole, too,
while
guys.
we're here, what's something that you have spent money on that was a foolish purchase? Go ahead and fill your mouth with marshmallow and then tell us about your foolish purchase. Excellent.
Well, so
This is so funny.
can I chew?
Can you cheat?
Chew?
Yeah, sure.
Thank God.
We don't want you joking to death.
Now you have to swallow it all.
So, those of you who are good and bright, you'll know the game called Bacteria Chronicles.
Bacteria Chronicles?
Yeah. No, Bacteria Chronicles.
Okay, Valkyria Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer?
Fucking amazing. One of the greatest games ever made. They recently came out with a sequel-ish sort of thing called Valkyria Revolution. And it's the first time a Valkyria game has been available on like a major platform since the first one. They've had sequels, but they were only in Japan or they were only on PSP. And I was like, oh God, pre-order! I pre-order. I get like the pin and the box with the extra shit in it, and I throw it in and I play it, and it fucking sucks. It's nothing like the original game. It was like so disappointing. And if I had just waited for it to come out and read the reviews,
You would have known.
I would have known. Because, I mean, it got lambasted.
Yeah.
This calls for a public service announcement. So just real quick, time out everybody. Never pre-order anything.
Yeah, I will
Nothing.
second that.
Computer parts, cars, t-shirts, I don't care. Never pre-order anything. Don't give a company your money for a thing that they then no longer have to deliver well. Because you've already bought it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm off my soapbox.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that. No, I completely agree. I don't pre-order anything anymore unless it is a tried and true like Fallout. I mean, I would pre-order the next Fallout game. I'm glad I didn't pre-order
Was it-
76.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But 76, we knew before 76 came out that it was going to be something different. And so
Yeah.
that's why I did not pre-order it or buy it right when it came out.
Fallout 5.
But Fallout
you would,
5.
You would pre-order and not even.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Chat has a few. No Man's Sky says me. I think that's what NMS means. But also, No Man's Sky has changed so dramatically since then.
Yeah.
I know some people now that are really getting into it and loving it. But I totally understand the initial purchase of it feeling absolutely foolish. Shark mentions an original 360. Had so few games for it, and then now never use it.
Hard to drink with this mustache.
What would you say? So, Sam and I, when we were younger, a game came out for the original Xbox called Steel Battalion, and this game was $200, and it had a 136 button whatever the fuck controller.
It was like this.
It's over
wide.
there.
Right
I mean, it's
there.
sitting right there.
Oh, yeah.
And it was
Can
a
I get
mech
it?
game.
No, you're wired.
We have the technology, Steven.
No, I know, but
Upgrade.
No, I have them. I just didn't think that we'd be moving around while we were talking today.
Always plan for the worst.
Yeah, and you are the worst.
Yeah.
So, we get the game, but the controller is used for that game and that game only. And that game was super hard. And I probably put 5 hours into it, maybe 10. And just...
I played the hell out of it.
I didn't get sick of it. I didn't dislike it. I just was like, oh, this game's super hard. I'm going to move on to other stuff. And then never came back. But was that a foolish purchase or no?
It depends on when I am answering the question. So, how long ago was it that we bought that?
Oh, shit.
Like 15 years ago?
Yeah.
15
I was
years
a
ago, we were
sophomore
20.
in high school, I believe.
How old are you when you're a sophomore?
Like
15?
15, 14,
And
15.
I'm 33 now.
Okay, so 18 years ago.
Somewhere in that area.
So, I'm going to say 8 to 10 years ago.
Please do me. Yeah, please go through your Steam library. I'm sure there's a shitload of shit we've bought on Steam that we've never even loaded up.
Yeah. But yeah, 8 to 10 years ago, I would say, yes, it was a foolish purchase because I haven't used it in years.
Right.
And because it's only good for,
Decor?
that one game. Which, I loved that game. I played the hell out of that game. I only stopped because I got to this one mission where, like, you come into an arena sort of place and 4 mechs come out and just obliterate you. But now, I would say that was an excellent purchase.
Yeah.
Because...
It's worth some dough.
Mostly because I've taken care of it, it's worth about like $400 to $600, something like that.
Something like that. If we still had the box, it'd be even better.
Oh yeah, it'd be like worth over.
And I think you still
$1,000.
have the disc. I still think that is in your possession.
Oh, do I? Okay.
I hope so. Because I have the controller.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't have very many regretful gaming purchases, mostly because of your regretful gaming purchases.
Uh-huh.
I got a ton of hours on Steel Battalion.
Okay.
Because you kept for a while, after you went to college, you kept the controller and stuff at the house because you didn't have room for it. So I played the crap out of that game.
Okay.
But I didn't have to spend $200 on it.
Right.
I usually get your hand-me-down consoles. Once they kind of start getting long in the tooth and you upgrade to a new one or whatever. So don't usually have to spend a ton of money on consoles.
Yeah, that's true.
And games.
So Daniel does not regret mooching off of you.
No. No, I do
It
not
worked out
regret
pretty well in
any
his favor.
of your regretful
says,
gaming purchases.
Arma 2, Arma 3, Dead Island Riptide, Evolve, Rust, and Terraria. That's a quick glance.
Oh, Terraria was fun.
Of
it was like
regretful
$8.
purchases.
I
Also
recently
depends,
started playing
and a lot of
Terraria.
these games also depend on when you get them, right? So there are some games that, like, I got this on the Xbox Live sale for $9.99 or $14.99, and like, cool, we had $14.99's worth of fun on that.
But somebody paid $60 for it.
Yeah.
And that sucks. What about you, Whitney? Have you made a game purchase
Oh,
or?
Ark. Yeah, fuck Ark.
Oh, yeah.
You start.
I don't even like hearing that. Like, I hear the music and I want to kill myself.
Of Ark?
I
Yeah,
regret
because-
every minute I spent in Ark.
Did that game make you feel foolish?
Fucking damn turkey.
It's a super turkey.
I don't care if it's an ultra mega uber turkey. It shouldn't kill me.
If the super turkey sees you, you're dead. Your stuff is gone. Delete your save file.
to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, it's over. As soon as it turns its head up, just stand there.
And the thing is, like, if it had been a T-Rex, I would say, oh, that's the game. T-Rexes are powerful.
T-Rexes, yeah.
But
exactly.
it was the Thanksgiving Day special,
Seasonal
like
event.
fun seasonal thing they do. Like at Halloween, they had craftable pumpkins. At Thanksgiving, they had murder turkeys.
So if you just hadn't played,
Gripping.
if you hadn't played during that time, would you not have died? Or
Yeah.
but you just had to play?
Yeah, well, I mean, it is partially my fault because I was curious, but one would think that simply being curious would not end you and everything you've ever worked for.
Except it's literally the quote: "Curiosity killed the cat."
But satisfaction brought it back. You got to remember the last part.
So, yeah, buying games at full price. So first of all, curiosity killed the cat's a terrible saying, because it's like, imagine saying that to a kid. It's like, never learn anything.
Yeah, no,
Right.
Stay in your room where it's safe.
But getting I I try not to buy games until I'm ready to play them, because so many times I've like bought a game, even sometimes on sale, where I'm like, $40. That's not bad for a game that was $60, a couple weeks ago. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 is $40 right now. But if I bought it, it may be a couple months before I get to it, and who knows what it'll cost in a couple months.
Yeah.
So unless it's dirt cheap, I'll spend 10 or 15 bucks. Like, okay, whatever. I'll get to that whenever.
And
but
that's what I do.
Resident Evil 2, I bought day and date because I wanted to start it immediately, the remake. So I spent $60 on that.
How was it?
It's amazing, but it's taken a while to get through, and it is now $40 on Xbox and PS4. I think this weekend. So I have played it a little bit, so I don't regret it. But there's a little bit of could have time to
Yeah.
That's sort of what you're always doing with games anyway. So my recommendation is just don't buy games until you're ready to start it, that day.
Yeah.
And then you'll be fine. But yeah, so game purchases.
I haven't really bought very many.
What about DLC?
No, I have to buy her games and beg her to play them.
That is such crap. But I do. I'm super ridiculously frugal anyway, so it's hard for me to justify spending a lot of money on a game, because I know that I've heard when in the podcast where we've talked about being frugal or money and gaming and budgets and stuff, it made a lot of sense. And when you're talking about dollar per hour kind of thing, it makes sense. But for me, I'm just so cheap that I don't know. I have to have a reason to buy it. So Wildlands, I had a reason. Destiny, I had a reason for it. It's very rarely that I'm gonna go out and be. Actually, I don't think I ever have. Mostly because I'll say, "Oh, a Game of Thrones game, that looks like fun." Sam's like, "Never buy a game based on a show or whatever."
Never buy a movie game. There was one movie game that was good. What was it?
That's
We like Tomb Raider.
Spider-Man 2?
No. But Tomb Raider isn't a movie game.
Tomb Raider
It's a game that
is
they
a
made a movie out of,
game.
and then they made more movies or more
Oh.
games.
Spider-Man 2, though, was a game based on a movie, and it was tremendous.
No, Spider-Man
Was
2
it?
was a game based on a comic book.
Was it based on the
It
movie?
was based on the second Spider-Man movie.
I don't.
It had Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst in the game as the voice actors for their characters.
Yes, but I don't like it.
I mean, he's got you there, man. It really sounds like it's based on the movie.
But the plot wasn't the same as the movie.
Was the plot not the same as the movie?
I think the
'Cause
plot.
that's important.
I think the plot followed similar beats from the movie, but the game, expands a lot on stuff. But it was released as a right?
I think this
Yeah,
begs
second movie.
further
Backing up
debate.
Steven says game guy. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought.
I never played it.
So
I played the crap out of Spider-Man 2. It was the best game ever made.
yeah, it was
Wait.
the best Spider-Man game until
Oh,
the most
you're
recent
arguing it wasn't a
Marvel
movie
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So even if I am, because honestly, I played through the plot super quick, and I just like to web sling around. That was so much fun. So even if I am wrong about the plot of Spider-Man 2, any video game based on, even if it's based on a movie, based on a comic book hero, isn't really based on a movie. Because Spider-Man 2, even though it might have followed some of it, they were able to pull in all the comic book stuff to flush it out.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. I feel like it's a bit of a stretch. If the Spider-Man 2 movie comes out and you make a game to market alongside that movie, name it after the movie, put the actors from that movie, and put plot points from the movie in it, that's good enough. That's
No, right, but
that's
what
close.
I'm saying is it's so much easier to make that into a good game.
A good game because you have more stuff to pull from?
yeah.
Sure, yeah, I will say that. Jumping into chat, actually, Me says Elite Dangerous was on his list of regretful purchases until the Vive and Thrustmaster.
Them's fighting words.
Into
Wait,
VR.
until
VR.
VR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gripping Yarn says, I bought Adventure Time, Pirates of the Enchiridion, for the Switch, $30 used. That was actually one of the free games we got on Games with Gold for last month or something like that, the Adventure Time game.
I think I saw Adventure Time and then
Deleted it from your brain?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was still enough to make me weep at how buggy and bad it was, right? Yeah.
Well, then glad I didn't miss anything. Hey, speaking of superhero games, I know it's a bit off topic, but do you guys remember the Batman game? I think it was for the Sega Genesis. I think
It's
it
been
was
Batman Forever.
Val Kilmer Batman.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah, a little
Do you
bit.
remember that one? It was fun, wasn't it?
That I don't
thought I
remember.
remember being awesome.
I remember liking it when I played it, but it also being like difficult.
Yeah. No, it was hard as hell. Did anybody in stream play that? Because I can't remember. I think I remember it being awesome, but I can't really.
Ani says
recall.
Lord of the Rings 2 and 3 on PS2 were pretty dope.
The Empire Strikes Back on the Super Nintendo.
Super Empire Strikes Back was good.
Yeah.
Oh, the Super Star Wars
the Super
series
Star
was good.
Yeah.
Wolverine Origins was a game that was better than the movie, and that's true.
That's not saying much.
Sure, but
So
like
what you're saying is
this was
Wolverine
the
Origins
this
was a
was the
game.
R-rated Wolverine before like Logan. Like it was like it's a gory ass game.
Yeah.
That's true. I remember
Yeah.
it being really gory. Yeah, because usually you don't see any blood when Wolverine rips people to shreds.
Right.
To shreds, you say.
To shreds.
No, but Wolverine. So X-Men Origins, Wolverine's Revenge, or whatever it was they called it, was loosely based on X-Men Origins Wolverine. Like it was. It may not have followed the exact plot of it, but I think it followed. It like or filled in holes, but it was meant to be a companion piece to it, for sure.
But I
It
mean,
didn't feel natural enough for me to be on a sim.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, really dangerous because it didn't feel natural enough.
Yeah. So keyboard and mouse. Okay. When I first started playing Elite Dangerous, I actually used a controller.
Yeah.
And if you want to play that game, people, don't use keyboard and mouse. It is one of the few PC games I'm going to say, don't use keyboard and mouse to try to
Why
play
the
that
hell
game.
didn't you tell me that?
I gave you a flight stick for it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying use a controller.
No. Like if you don't have a flight stick, obviously that's the best immersion. But like, it's real natural to use the controller for. I accidentally a little while back, like this is when I was playing the game every day, all day long, accidentally unplugged my flight stick. Like came unplugged from the USB, and I didn't notice it until after I requested to leave the station. And if you don't leave in an amount of time, they just blow you up. What? Loitering
Oh, we're
is
sick
an
of waiting
offense
for your ass.
punishable by death is a thing that repeats in the space station.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like freaking out because nothing's working. I'm like, crap, I'm gonna have to fight this thing out with mouse and keyboard. Oh my god, that was miserable. It's so
Sweating
oh my-
bullets.
Yeah. And like almost blew up my spaceship just trying to get it through the freaking hole. No, don't. If you don't have the joystick, the hands-on throttle and stick, just use a controller.
So you don't regret your purchase of like an Xbox One.
No. Well, also because it was a gift.
Yeah, she doesn't regret it because I bought it.
Right.
So, it used up my gift. You could have bought me something
No.
else. But yeah, no, I very much enjoy it. I like being able to play with y'all. I love being able to play with Sam.
Was Narco Road a regretful purchase? Or did we manage to have enough fun with it? Because
No, yeah, I still had fun.
Narco Road was so fucking frustrating because
It was.
Wildlands is a 4-player game. And Narco Road, you can play with 4 players, but it just treats you, it just imagines you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only you in like there are cutscenes that have your character in it. They just refer to you as a singular character, not as a ghost squad, which doesn't sound like a big deal. But all of the things that you do in the story are like, get in this car and like, beat this time or scare the crap out of this guy or whatever. And so you're not doing anything together. It's just like one person doing a
free-for-all.
thing and then you have some support sort of. It was just a really weird feeling.
It's
but
kind of chaotic.
but Fallen Ghost is awesome.
I love that. Yeah.
Fallen Ghost is hard as
You got
shit.
active camo.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, that was in Silent Spade. That was in the main game. That was an update to the main game.
That was
Oh,
just
okay.
that mission.
Right. But I mean,
Still awesome.
Still awesome.
Hey, you put the camera back on me for a second. Have you guys seen that movie Hello Neighbor?
Oh, that's
No,
what.
Not the movie, the game.
That's what I think Game Guy said earlier. Said you look like the. Game Guy said you look like the villain from Hello Neighbor.
I know.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this. Chat, what do you think? Give me a character or a game that you consider completely foolish. Like, this game is a foolish game. For better or for worse. It doesn't
Super
mean
Monkey Ball!
it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means it is
Fucking
just
stupid.
foolish. Why Super Monkey Ball?
Monkeys and balls! Why are the monkeys and balls?
Have you ever been to monkeysandballs.com?
No. Have you?
Don't Google
I
it at
don't
work.
advise going there.
Don't Google it at work.
So the premise is just completely foolish.
It's,
Put a monkey in a ball.
It's ridiculous. It makes no sense whatsoever. If it was Super Hamster Ball, totally, I get that.
Because hamsters typically are in balls.
Well, there are balls wherein hamsters reside.
Yeah.
In some situations, whereas I have never seen a monkey or heard of a monkey being inside of a ball.
Yeah. Okay.
What about Super Monkey?
What about you, Whitney? Is there a game that you've seen or played
yeah,
where you
no,
thought
I've seen
that
those
is
in balls all the
completely foolish? Just
Well,
really shook my argument
what if the
on
games
why.
that
Yeah,
Sam
it does.
plays where it's just like 50 million people like all coming at you?
Dynasty Warriors?
Yes, that's
Dynasty
bullshit.
Warriors.
That's all foolish.
Is Dynasty Warriors a foolish game?
How is being an incredibly powerful war god who cuts swaths of men down with a single swing of his sword foolish?
You realize you're playing Grass Cutting Simulator, right? You're mowing the lawn in Dynasty Warriors.
Yes, I think I will mow the lawn more often now. With my spear!
You have literally trimmed our bushes with your swords.
But not the lawn.
That's true.
This is going to be difficult.
You have used many medieval things, instruments
Yeah,
in your yard work.
Have I? What? I know I used my sword to cut the bushes. What did I use?
well, people joked about when you shot the arrows and got shit on by the birds twice. They were joking around about like you using your arrows to trim the bushes.
I was nailing it up fence posts.
Gripping, what makes Overcooked a foolish game? A game versus Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah.
What?
It's a bit of a. There's some foolishness in that.
What
I would
is-
say honestly, and I love this series. Metal Gear Solid has become
Oh, has become foolish?
has always had foolish moments in it, but it almost has become like, I don't know. I feel like the sort of the tomfoolery of everything is starting to get a little bit out of hand. Like when a guy has like raging diarrhea and like is constantly shitting himself and is
What
like one of the
game is
main
that
characters.
in?
Metal Gear Solid 4. Like
Oh,
one of
yeah,
the
I haven't played past 2.
yeah, in Metal Gear Solid 4, there's a character that's like part of the elite, one of the elite squads who's shitting himself.
He's got IBS.
He's constantly shitting himself. And it's like, why, Kojima? Why?
It's a commentary on something. You just can't figure it out.
I'm just not
You're
smart,
just smart enough to figure it out.
So I am, in fact, the fool once again.
This is kind of an older game, but I think it was relatively recently re-released for the Nintendo Switch. But Katamari Damacy
Yes.
is a foolish game.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's very cathartic.
Yeah.
But it is a foolish game.
Why is Sonic blue and have red shoes? And why does he fight a diabetic man with an engineering degree? These questions. Questions that will be answered in Sonic the Hedgehog the movie.
Questions? Is there going to be a Sonic the Hedgehog in the movie?
Oh, yeah. And it some of the leaks have been brutal. Like, I was like, look, just wait for the movie to come out. Judge it then. It's a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. It's not going to be, like, great. Your expectations are way out of whack. And then,
Is it a live action?
apparently, yeah. Jim Carrey is supposed to play Eggman.
Oh my.
What?
So, anyway.
You
Overcooked.
can't just leave it there.
If I'm going to put that much effort into working in a kitchen, I'm going to get paid. Oh, Octodad is a foolish game.
Yep. Yes, that is a very foolish game.
Yeah.
But I understand it's very, very fun.
Well, yeah, and it can be, but it is nothing but foolishness. And Guitar Man is a foolish game that I love. So I don't know what Guitar Man is.
I know the name. I just don't remember anything about it.
Is it a rhythm game? Pool Paris?
Elite Beat Agents, maybe?
That was a DS game. It was an original DS game.
Yeah,
A lot of DS
you're right.
games were pretty foolish.
Yeah.
What was the one that came out? It was like a dating sim, XXYY or XXYX.
Like a dating simulator? Is that
Yeah, it was like you go on dates and you like select your responses. That was pretty.
Yeah, they
That was a
like
foolish
your
ass
dates
game.
say things, and then you have to respond the right way to make them fall in love with you. You've never heard of that?
Okay, it is.
and that
it
did
is,
that
okay.
didn't like train you at all on how to get a girlfriend?
I've never played a dating sim.
Oh, maybe you should have.
So here's
I'm married to you.
here's what Sonic the Hedgehog looks like in the movie.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
That looks so stupid.
I don't know. It's not like
It just looks
What
like.
do you mean you don't know?
it's not horrible. How's that?
He looks like a shitty mascot.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hold
Maybe
on.
I'm misremembering what Sonic looks like in the
I'll try and add this to stream here. 1 second.
in the
guys.
games. And when you get a chance, give us something to compare it to.
Here we go. Just a second. I have to do a thing so I can pull this up.
Just a
We're
moment.
doing the thing.
We're doing a thing so that you
Bear
guys
with
can all
us
take
here.
part in this. And now you'll see why Sam's reaction is what it is. So here's the Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right, now pull me up a comparison.
You want like a picture of Sonic, like
yeah, like from
from anything else?
anything else.
Okay. Sonic.
Okay. So, I mean, yes, I will say that he looks very similar to the original Sonic the Hedgehog, but my argument is not that he doesn't look like Sonic the Hedgehog. He looks like they tried to take Sonic the Hedgehog from cartoony to realistic, but they stopped somewhere in between, and
Yep.
it looks fucking
Okay,
ridiculous.
I see what's weird about it, and you guys will probably see it right away also.
What is the eyes mostly?
No, his legs are too short. Like his torso to leg. That's what is super unsettling about it.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
What's
I mean, but his face and his hair, it's all ridiculous.
He's also got kind of a thick booty.
Well, he runs a lot. He's got to work.
I
out
guess
those
he's gonna
glutes.
have runner's booty. Yeah.
Actually, runners usually have a pretty flat ass. It's lifters that have the.
Oh
You
well.
gotta do those squats.
Yeah.
It burns, yells me. My first foolish game, I think, is Gex. Okay. Oh, Hatoful Boyfriend is a really fun foolish game. It's a pigeon dating simulator.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's like visual novel style where you just like select, I think, responses and people to talk to, but they're all pigeons.
Are you a pigeon or are you a human dating pigeons? That's important.
Wait, Ani. Yeah, you date pigeons.
Oh my.
But are you a pigeon or are you a human? Because this is a very... You are a human dating pigeons.
Okay.
Oh, it's so great. I mean,
my
like,
God.
I've heard of some really weird dating sims, like, you know, where you're dating, like, girls who are the personification of tanks or something like that.
Yeah, Game Guy mentions there's another one where you're dating tanks, and there's one where you
But,
can
like-
date cats. Oh, perfect date for you.
I don't want to live in this world anymore.
Go for it. Go for it, Whitney.
What, dating
You
cats?
the only thing you love more than Sam is cats.
I do. Oh my gosh, we have this stray in our backyard that's been there for 2 days. It has the biggest balls I've ever seen. But it's so
I'm
sweet.
telling you, they're not big. They're just regular cat balls. You're just used to seeing neutered cats.
Maybe. They're
Okay, guys. So what you been playing? What you been playing lately? Anybody? What's something you've been playing recently? You guys in chat. What have you been playing?
Lots of Realm and a little bit of Elite Dangerous, trying to get back on top of it.
Are you enjoying the Realm updates?
Yeah. So right now Realm is probably in the best state that it has ever been in, competitively and bug fix wise. I mean, there are still issues. There's always going to be issues for a little while, but like the game feels really good right now, balance wise and everything. The recent Battle Pass is all futuristic, and in a vacuum, everything in it looks super cool.
Yeah.
I just don't like it in that game. Because
Right, because you guys were mentioning when we were playing a couple weeks ago that you don't like the fact that guns are sort of as prevalent as they are in the game because
Yeah,
this
like-
should be a fantasy setting, and this is
The thing that drew me to it was the fantasy setting, like bows and arrows and swords and you know, magic and stuff. But like 90% of the weapons that you get out there are guns.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I agree with you there. I don't like that. I mean, I think it probably does look really cool, but
Yeah, like the motorcycle thing looks awesome. Like in a vacuum, it all looks super cool. I don't want. If it were my choice, if Hi-Rez called me up and was like, "Hey, Raven, should we or should we not include this stuff in the game?" I'd be like,
no, not this game.
"No,
Now-
give us a chariot."
That said,
Oh yeah.
Like, where the fuck is our chariot? You give us a motorcycle.
That's not a bad idea.
Not a fucking chariot?
that would be cool, yeah. But, I mean, that said, like the style of Realm Royale does seem to be sort of an anachronistic sort of a thing with a mix of Dark Ages and technology sort of stuff. So maybe they're going to add a bunch of different sort of stuff. Like, you've got medieval stuff, you've got futuristic stuff, you've got... I can't really think of anything other than medieval and futuristic.
I mean,
Is there a
steampunky and...
Is there a modern day?
Steampunky, like just sort of like this mishmash of different genres and stuff like that. That could be pretty cool.
Yeah, which is, it does seem to be the way they're going. What's funny about it is there used to be this whole class called Engineer, and the whole class was removed from the game because he didn't fit thematically with the game. And now they're just like, hey, remember when we said that?
Fuck it, put the Akira bike in there. That'll be
Just
fun.
kidding. Yeah.
What about you, Whit? What have you been playing lately?
Mostly just Wildlands.
Yeah?
Yeah, I keep wanting to... Yeah, like yesterday, I had the biggest urge to play PUBG again. Like, I just get, like, urges where I want to play it, but...
I was just noting to Jonathan the other day that I used to get those as well, but I haven't had one of those in a long time for PUBG specifically. I will always go back if someone wants to play, but I have never felt that. And that's actually kind of a game that has made me feel foolish as well. Not really PUBG, but some of the BR games do. Fortnite makes me feel foolish because I can't do building and shooting. I can't think of both things at the same time.
It's just another one of those games where it's a lifestyle.
And even Apex Legend, I'm like, wow, I can't shoot for shit. And in PUBG, if I'm shooting at people and missing, like, whatever. PUBG controls, like, you're controlling it with, like, a warm dog turd. So, like, whatever. Like, I'm not supposed to be good at PUBG. At least on Xbox, right? Like, whatever.
Warm dog
I missed
turd.
all my shots. But that's PUBG, waka waka. But in Apex... people like, slide, headshot, bam, slam, grab you, break you in half, and throw you 2 pieces in either side. And I'm like, like, I'm just like crying, and I feel like an idiot because I can't land shit. Until I have a random savant moment where I like black out and murder 4 people, and I'm like, how did I do that? That's happened like twice.
I mean, I will back you up on that because I felt like I should have been doing well, but I was not.
Right.
Like I had them in my sights, and I just can't seem to kill them.
Aha. He's sitting there healing. I'll just pull out my scope, zoom right on in, right on his head, zing! Or, yeah, it hits him, and then he turns around and mauls you to death with his invisible 8-foot cougar that I didn't see. And I'm just like, oh, my blood left me. How? Why did my blood leave my body? Gripping has been playing stuff on Switch, like Breath of the Wild and Graveyard Keeper on PC, Tumbleweed Park.
Oh, how's Graveyard Keeper? I thought about buying that, but it's one of the thousands of games.
Do you like Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley and like stuff like that?
Yeah.
I think I would imagine that you would dig it.
Yeah, Harvest Moon, like I enjoyed. I didn't play Stardew Valley. I heard Stardew Valley is very good, but. What is that little emote there? Is that a picture of me?
No, that's the lol,
lol
like the
guy.
haha. That's the lol,
okay.
laughter.
Not everything's about you, Sam.
Yeah,
I disagree.
it kind of looks like you a little bit if you had a perfectly trimmed beard and
Potpourri
goatee.
get
and...
a picture of me. What kind of
right.
is he watching me?
Internets are coming for us.
Potpourri's Realm Royale is the only BR game I can kill people in. Like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I talking about?
Did you talk about what games you've been playing lately?
Wildlands,
You said Wildlands.
wanting to play PUBG, but like I haven't been playing a lot. I'm just been busy.
Yeah.
Need to play more.
So then the question was, what game have you been playing lately? Actually, I'll ask it in Pig Latin, and you must answer in Pig Latin. Utwe emge avhe uye enbe laying pay. Eightly lay.
Elway, even stay. A. Avhe inbe aing play. Atne uchme.
Porke.
That was so insensitive. Why would I laugh so hard?
Wow, I think we've encountered the only situation ever where Pig Latin and another language sort of cross paths.
Two ships in the night. Yeah, but what you got?
Yeah, I'm not going to continue
That's
talking
fine.
in Pig Latin because that would take forever. As much as I love hearing myself talk.
Yeah.
I haven't been playing much actually. I've been playing
This one, keeping you from it.
Yeah, I try to get on the game and
No, it's literally he's been playing some sort of game on his phone for. Do you remember the days when he had a slider phone and he was like, I don't need an iPhone. Those are stupid. Now, if you try to take his iPhone away from him, he will like beat you.
I killed a man.
In Reno?
What?
Just to watch him die?
Oh no, I'd never go to Reno.
But yeah, he's been playing on his phone.
Yeah, I mean, I still play Fire Emblem Heroes, which I mean, I've been playing that game for over 2 years now. I love that game.
Yeah,
it's a free to play game. It's not one of the pay to win free to plays. It's if you like Fire Emblem, it's not quite as deep as the actual Fire Emblem games, but it'll give you your Fire Emblem fix, and it's a fun gachapon sort of collect them all sort of a thing. But I still play the shit out of that. I have been playing Wildlands more since I started playing with you guys.
Hey, Shepperton.
Because we're fun.
Because I really enjoy like just sneaking around and murdering people with my bare hands.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to do in that game.
In Wildlands, yeah.
He asked me, what's the melee attack? And I was like, I don't know.
We got guns.
I use it all the time now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I've been playing, I finished up Monster Hunter, like the main campaign. And Monster Hunter players will say, well, that's when the game begins. The campaign is the tutorial, and now you like fight like the high-level monsters, and you go do stuff with people and everything like that. And I'm like, I'm good. I seem to have killed most things that this game has to offer. And high-level versions of those things don't really interest me, because I've got the armor that I want. I've completed it, so I'm good. I will say, however, that the some of the expansions that they've added, like some of the not expansions but updates I guess they've made, are really tremendously good. So like the Witcher, you can Geralt like crossover. One of the missions, like you talk to Geralt and then you play as Geralt, and when you're playing as Geralt, it plays a lot like The Witcher 3. Like you find someone and you have like dialogue options, and it's pretty basic version of it, but you come across like a dead animal and you're investigating, like, investigate the head, investigate the legs, and like he's putting together, like doing his witchery stuff. So it's not just a skin. It feels like they kind of put the Witcher in the game a little bit, and it's really cool. And so I might go back and do that, because that was a lot of fun. Game Guy's playing Risk of Rain 2.
Risk of Rain?
Risk of Rain is, I believe,
heard of either one of those.
It's a roguelike.
Oh.
I believe. Game Guy, please tell me if I'm wrong. He's been playing Persona.
What is it, and what is it on?
Yeah.
Oh, did anyone ever ask
Persona 5, yeah.
my question about Batman, the Batman game?
Oh, Batman Forever?
Yeah.
If it was actually any good or not?
Yeah.
Did you play any of the new ones? Like the Arkham series?
I have them. I know you said they're amazing. You got me 2 of them so that I would play them. I still haven't played them.
Oh, did I? We've gotten each other a lot of games over the years.
Yeah.
But I started playing, so I finished Monster Hunter. I started playing Yakuza 0. I've never played a Yakuza game before. It was recommended by a few viewers for the Friday stream. And so I started playing that. And it is Japanese gangster melodrama with some light fighting in between.
Melodrama?
Yeah. It's some dramatic ass shit. Like in the rain, like, Master, what have you forsaken me? Like melodrama, like a telenovela.
Does your evil twin brother Drake come back from the dead?
I bet. I'm waiting for it. You have like the long-haired guy who's like your rowdy, Yakuza partner, and I'm like, we're gonna have to kill each other at some point, because that's how the shit goes. I know it's coming. But I am enjoying it. It's a little clunky, at least from games that I have played. It is an older game, several years old, but the fighting is a little it's very like cinematic and cool and it's fun, but it's a little. That's all I can. It just feels a little clunky, a little arcadey. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still like. I'm enjoying it though.
Did you ever play Way of the Samurai?
No, I watched you play Way of the
I
Samurai,
played a
or
little
Mike
bit of that,
play
I
Way of the
think.
Samurai a
It
while
was
ago.
so good. Way of the Samurai.
It was like PS2 or something, right?
Hey, yeah, it's old school. But I started Way of the Samurai 2. It was a little more complicated. I never got through it, but Way of the Samurai 1 was great. They made 3 of them. But yeah, you talking about Japanese clunky.
Yeah. Well,
Old
have
games.
you heard of a game called Ghost of Tsushima?
No.
There's a game coming out for PS4 that is like that samurai old style, but it looks absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, and not like Sekiro, like sort of more like open world kind of Way of the Samurai, sort of Red Dead, but Japanese kind of feel to it to me.
Yeah, well, that sounds cool.
Yeah, so I
I'm
think-
really looking forward to Sekiro too, because I've heard.
Yeah,
it's
Sekiro
great.
looks awesome. I'm gonna get to that at some point. It is their older, to be fair, but I kind of like the 3D beat 'em up kind of vibe. I mean, it's this kind of thing where like you in Yakuza where you can lock onto one person, but it's a little wonky. And if you don't, you when you attack, you just attack whichever way you're facing, and you could hit one or multiple enemies like all at the same time. There's just there's a beat 'em up kind of thing. Anyway, so we are now a little after 10. So everybody, quiet on the goddamn set.